Are you a little fed up with your snack options? Well, let me give you some new ideas. I'm going to use one of my favourite products, and that's corn thins, because when you read the ingredients list for these, this is literally almost entirely corn. It's got a touch of salt, and this is the sesame flavour, so there's some sesame. So I love the simplicity of this snack, and you get that nice popcorny flavour. Now, the trick then is to be a little adventurous with what sort of toppings you put on there. So I'm going to go for, I was going to call it Mediterranean, but it's maybe a little bit of Middle Eastern in there too, because I'm going to use some hummus. Now, when I've got time, I make my own hummus, but honestly, you can buy really good store-bought hummus. So when you want quick, easy snacks, always have some hummus in your fridge. So I'm just going to spread my corn thins with the hummus. Now, this is adding plant protein, it's adding fibre, it's adding so many different nutrients. It's got chickpeas in there, tahini in there, so it's good fats, some lemon, some garlic, and I always read the ingredients list to make sure it's made with extra virgin olive oil in there. You could also use straight tahini, but I love that sort of creaminess and the added fibre and nutrients that you get from those chickpeas. Then go in with whatever you like. So I've got some very, very finely sliced red onion. I think the trick to raw red onion is to really finely slice it. Thick slices tend to just be a bit overwhelming and a bit too much. So fine if you're going to cook them, but when you're having them raw, they're much, much better if you do this. And the easiest way to do it this fine is to use a mandolin. And then I've got some finely chopped tomato. Now, I've de-seeded this so that it's not too runny and I don't have those runny seeds and juice of the tomato. And you know, if you've got kids in the house, you could put out little bowls of whatever toppings you think they might like and let them make up their own. Some finely chopped up olives. There's my Mediterranean flavours coming in now. Olives add that nice saltiness, but there's also a lot of goodness in olives. So this is a really plant-rich, is the term I like to use, meal and snack. Now I want some cucumber, but again, I'm going to just very finely slice this so that it's not overwhelming. If you've got a sharp knife, just do it with the knife, but if you want to keep using your mandolin, you can. So I'm just going to put a couple of thin slices of cucumber onto the top. Nice, and that works with the saltiness of the olives. We can have a little sprinkle of some dried oregano. And then what I do like to do is just serve a couple of cheeks of lemon on the side of the plate to squeeze over just before you eat. And then finally, some fresh basil. If you've got it in your garden, perfect. Or keep it on your windowsill. This is one of the easiest pot herbs to grow. And then you've always got it fresh to hand. I think I use basil almost more than any other herb. But it dies very quickly the minute you've picked it, so it's much, much better to have it growing on your windowsill or growing in your garden. Do just make sure you seal the pack with a peg or something at the top to make sure they'll stay fresh for next time. And then my finishing touch is just a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Now, you could add some crumbled feta, but I've opted at the moment to keep this just a really nice plant-based snack for the afternoon. Delicious.